everybody, welcome back to the MSV Duisburg save, and we are in the Bundesliga, and it's the start of a new season, which means new policies from you guys. Let's dive in and have a look. Yes, hello everybody, welcome back to the MSV Duisburg save, the community save, where you get to decide what we have to do in a season. And this season, the votes have been tallied. We don't need to have goal-scoring goalkeepers, which part of me was quite relieved about because we're in the Bundesliga, but part of me was sort of like, yeah, it would have been quite fun to try and get a goalkeeper to score 5 goals. But it is what it is, and the votes have been tallied, and the ones that are in this season is we have to sign an American under-21 player to be part of the squad for this season. And the other one was a very interesting one because it actually comes with a forfeit as well. We have to pay a attacking, high-tempo mentality or philosophy style of football for our first season back in the Bundesliga, which is going to be very interesting. And then we have to end with a plus 15 goal difference and 10 clean sheets, I think it was. And if we fail any of that, then we have to play low block counter-attacking football the next season. So the worst thing that could happen in my mind is that we get relegated playing attacking football, and then in the second Bundesliga, we then have to play counter-attacking low block football to try and get back out of it, which will be interesting. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Now, obviously, they're the only 2 rules that have been implemented for this season. We are back in the Bundesliga. We are taking on the likes of Borussia Dortmund, Union Berlin, Bayern Munich, Wolfsburg, Leverkusen, Hoffenheim, Stuttgart, all the big teams that we know and love from the Bundesliga. But more importantly, I say more importantly, in my mind, more importantly, is that if you go and look at the Bundesliga, so if we go and look in here, this is why I was so excited to get to the Bundesliga. If you look at the rules, the team that finishes bottom and gets relegated gets £25.96 million for finishing bottom. So I am very excited about the Bundesliga. If we survive relegation, we're going to get somewhere in the midst of around about 33 million. If you get into Europe, you get 50 million pounds. If you win the league, you get 92 million pounds. So yeah, I'm excited for the money. I am excited for the money. We're not struggling money-wise. We've got 8.2 million in the bank. We are overspending on wages, and we don't quite have enough money in the transfer budget to buy the player I actually want to buy. But we are doing all right. We're doing all right. But yeah, imagine having 25 million for getting relegated. It would be amazing, the players you could bring in. And talking about players that we've brought in, let's go and have a look at the transfers that have happened, because there's been a few. So first up on the outs, Pantelis Diamantis, who's, I need to change over the config file because I've still got the Toledo config file in. But anyway, Pantelis Diamantis has moved. Schalke paid his release fee of £1.9 million. We bought him on a free from Badelsberg, and he didn't really play for us. He does look like he's going to be very, very good. I will give him that. But I think £1.9 million for an 18-year-old that hasn't played any football is pretty good, to be honest. Yes, he's good. He's young. I don't think he's going to progress into what Schalke think he will. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how he gets on. At the moment, he slipped into their under-19s team, and we'll see how he gets on for the German Greek. But 1.9 million, it was his release fee. They paid it. We accepted it. Job done. So in terms of released players, quite a number of people were released, as you can see. Sissoko, Bitter, Braun, Hausler, Tashi, Sterling, Zogu went as well, who was a centre-back that didn't want to, central midfielder that didn't want to get a new contract with us for some reason. Grell and Hari, I don't think you recognise any of the other names in here either. Oh yeah, and Castaneda will be the one that you do recognise. He has gone back to America and signed for Sacramento. But they are the released players that we got rid of. And then there's a few other outs as well, so we'll just go and touch on them. So Philip Koenig has left. He's gone to FC Dordrecht from the second team. Yeah, he moved for £10,000 to them to go and play in the Netherlands. And he was doing well for our second team, but was nowhere near getting a chance in the first team. So yeah, Philip Koenig has gone. What's made this really awkward is that if you sell someone from the second team, it doesn't show up in the outs. So I can't remember who else we've sold. Oh, I know who else we've sold. We have sold Mahamadou War. But because he was in the second team, it doesn't show up. Okay, that hasn't worked. There can't be that many people with the name War, to be honest. War. There are loads of people. Oh, yeah, obviously everyone with the name Ward. or something like that. But yeah, Mahamadou War has gone. He is out of here. He's gone. It's very irritating because I don't want to... I mean, you can see a few of the ins that are on the page there, but yeah, it's very too... But Mahamadou War is gone. We made a little bit of a loss on him, but yeah, he's out of the door as well. Let's go and have a look at the ins. That's more fun. So first up on the ins, young Hugo Batuliano, the Croatian, has been signed on a free transfer. He joins from Wolfsburg. He goes into the under-19s team, and we're going to see how he gets on. Lacks a little bit of height, but and he's a physical young winger, comes with a decent potential. So yeah, hopefully he can grow into something useful or profitable. On a free Bosman transfer, we bought in Merlin Roll, and yeah, he looks like he could be very good. He's probably the most versatile player I've ever seen in Football Manager. He can literally play everywhere on the pitch other than in goal. 6'3", brings lots of physical and mental attributes with him, which I think will be really good. Coming in as a bit of a backup, but on a free transfer, he's now worth £2.9 million, signed from Freiburg, who he didn't play for them in the Bundesliga last season, but he was in their second team. But I think he'll be a good, versatile backup option for us, and I'm excited to see what he can do. And then another youngster on a free is Tom Snowick, I don't know how to say that, the Dutch young player, very highly rated potentially, great physical attributes for someone who's only 18 years old, good crossing, good dribbling. We are training him to play as a very, very, very attacking wing-back on that side. He is down in the under-19s getting some football, so hopefully he will be okay. 18 years old, I'm excited to see what he can do. Next up in the free transfer dip was a Lima. Or just Lima, not a Lima. Lima from Brazil, again, down in the under-19s at the moment, but very highly rated potentially. Physicals do look pretty good. Mentals look good in the right places. Teamwork, work rate, determination and bravery, all very good. And looks like he's got good technical basic stats for a centre-back as well. So a driven, physical young centre-back, 6'2", in from Brazil. I do like the look of Lima. He was previously playing at Central PE, where he'd actually had a very good season for them, and I'm hoping that he can do that for our under-19s as well. Another youngster joining the group was Akim Kista, who is a right-back or holding midfielder. He again has gone to the under-19s, but I think he might be a bit too old for them, judging by the ineligible thing there. But again, comes with high potential, really good attributes where you need them. Physicals look good, really good determination, vision, work rate, teamwork, positioning and anticipation for central midfield. Joins from Bayer Leverkusen, who we're playing in today's episode, but yeah, comes in, looks pretty useful. I think he'll be good for the B team at least. I think he'll get a few appearances in the first team at some point in his career, which I'm looking forward to. And then we crack into some of the sort of higher names, paid money players. There's still free transfers still to come, but I don't know how to split this up. So we're going to look first at Matis Froiba, 6 foot centre back, fairly determined leader for his age, 18 years old, and he looks very, very good for an 18-year-old. Aggressive, brave, good positioning, good work rate, heading, marking and tackling all above 11 already. Physicals look good. He comes with high potential. He has been signed for money, £135,000 from Borussia Dortmund. So hopefully he can grow into something pretty good. I'm excited to see what he can do. Next up, left wing back David Colina comes and joins, and I think this could be a this could be our signing of the season, I think. He is a very good, if not a little bit average player. He's 5'9", but he comes with pace, acceleration, crossing and dribbling ability, passing, marking, tackling and technical ability as well. A bit of flair, teamwork, work rate chucked in there. 3-star current ability, 4 or 3.5-star potential ability, but only cost us £52,000 after having a decent handful of games out in Portugal, getting a 6.72. Never really been given a chance by Augsburg in the Bundesliga, so I'm hoping that him and Yuri Ribeiro will be sort of into switching, that's a word I've made up, switching on the left-hand side in that left wing-back role, so I'm excited to see what he can do. Next up on a free transfer, former wonder kid Caio Jorge joins on £18,000 a week. He was released from his Juventus contract after not doing very much for them other than playing for their under-23 team. Having one very good season, having one pretty good season, he did play quite a lot for Frosinone in this year and didn't do too badly. 2 goals in 23 was a bit poor, but Caio Jorge is in. And it's just when I saw his name, I was sort of like, yeah, I think he's going to be pretty good on a free transfer. 1.1 to £3 million, very good across the board, very determined. It says an ambitious, intelligent striker, which in my mind suggests he will get goals. We'll have to wait and see. And potentially part of a new striking duo, Liam Delap has also joined on a free transfer from Man City. Now, I've picked him up in my Brighton stream and he is awful. I'm hoping that in the Bundesliga he'll play a little bit better because he'll get a bit more first team football. But he is brought in on a free transfer from Man City. His last real season was on loan at Hull in the Championship, 10 goals in 40, so 1 in 4. He did make one appearance for Man City and score in it a couple of seasons ago, but we'll have to see how we get on. But Liam Delap, he's tall, he's physical, he brings good mental attributes, he's got good finishing. He should get goals, really. He should get goals, but let's wait and see. And then centre-back strength is increased with Hans Delacroix. He is not the very good Delacroix that everyone normally goes and signs. He is sort of the other one. But he has got a cap for Belgium. He is worth £2.6 to £6 million. We are paying him £30.5 thousand a week, so we're banking quite a lot of money on him being good at the back. He comes in as our best centre-back at the club, so I do think that's a position we needed to strengthen. A free transfer from Burnley, where he had a decent season in the Premier League, 6.75 for a team that would have struggled in Burnley, who previously paid £3.5 million for him. So I think he's going to be good, and he bloody better be, because we're paying him a small fortune at this level. And then finally, we've bought in a goalkeeper, which is a position we probably didn't need to improve, but Gunnarsson became available. He's got a long throw to start counter-attacks, which is something I really, really like in a goalkeeper on this save. He's 6'3", he's got good jumping reach, he's all-round very good. His communication, aerial reach, command of area, handling, one-on-ones, throwing is all very good. So he comes in as a 4-star goalkeeper. I mean, Radek Vitek didn't do anything wrong last year, but for 2.6 million, I feel like that's a bit of a bargain. He conceded 7 in 16, 25 in 29, 29 in 29, and 25 in 28. He has never conceded more goals than the games he's played in any season for Viking in Norway that we have on record. He has never scored below a 6.84. I'm expecting good things from him. Again, 20 grand a week, I don't think that's too bad for a first choice goalkeeper. He is a perfectionist as well, so he's always going to strive to do the best he can. And I'm hoping he performs well. I'm hoping he performs very, very well. And that is it. That is all the ins that we've done so far. We do have an under 21 deal in the making, which is Adrian Gill, but it probably would be Gill because he's American. But he is currently at FC Barcelona. We've agreed a deal of £1.1 million for him to come and help us out in central midfield. He does have some very good attributes for the age of 20. I think he's going to be pretty good. But we need some sales to go so that we get the money in. So we're trying to sell Hamza Sagiri, who is looking at a contract from Rodez AF. He's now gone down to the second team. Wouldn't be getting much football from us, so 135k would be very, very welcomed in that one. And Lewis Richardson, we did have a loan offer, but we're trying to sell him as well. He's in the second team, and he's in there as well. So we're going to see what can happen. But that is it. The squad is looking pretty good. It's pretty well rounded. We've played one competitive game this season already, which was in the Polka first round, a 4-0 win over Geusen, I think is how you pronounce it. I'm not too sure. Obviously, you can tell that I'm not too sure. But we were 1-0 up with Tommy Doyle in the first half, a penalty from Makarov, a goal from Nappy and a goal from Yuri Ribeiro saw us get a comfortable 4-0 win in that one. But we start the Bundesliga with a very tough game against Bayer Leverkusen, playing our attacking system. It's the same setup with the Steve the Stingray, but it's now an attacking system, and we are playing with a high tempo in here as well. As high as it will go, as set by you guys in the votes. And that's what we're going to get into today. So Rocco Reitz is suspended for this one, so we'll give Merlin Roll his first start. On the bench can go, they'll probably put David Adogu on there as a centre-back, to be honest. But yeah, we're not looking too bad in this one. It'll be Gunnarsson in goal, Zimmer, Delacroix and Brokerman at the back, Dem, Roll and Ribeiro as the three in front of them, Doyle and Ambrose in the middle, and then Caio Jorge. And I'm actually going to start Nelson Angulo because I think, again, I've mentioned this in a very recent Youth Academy save, having people that have played in the system last year, I think is very helpful. And if you look at this, it's only Gunnarsson and Delacroix that is new to, and Liam Delap that is new to this team. So that's what we go with. On the bench, we'll go with Kalina at left wing-back, Nappy as a centre-back, Vitek the goalkeeper, Udogu as a centre-back, Kalemba in central midfield, Bakir for right wing-back, Kayo George, Zahovic up front, and Makarov as a sort of attacking system in here as well. Esposito out injured, so he doesn't get the start in this one. Marvin Senger's sort of dropped down the team, and Vincent Muller we're actually looking to potentially sell and bring in some funds that we need. There's one change to the tactic that I wanted to do, and that is to change you from a target forward to a deep lying forward, I think, because you can do it better. No, you can't. Pressing forward, that's what we want to go for. Like that. Right, into the game we go then. They're suggesting we use a cautious mentality. I'm not allowed to do that. I don't know what the rule is about changing the mentality in the game. I sort of feel like from the 75th minute onwards, I should be able to change it, but let you get your thoughts in the comments about that. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. They're lining up with Vutsov in goal. Tabsoba is still there, as is Hincape, Frimpong, Palacios, Xhaka, Grimaldo, Wirtz, Asprilla and Patrick Schick. Sort of expecting us to get beaten quite heavily in this one. So let's pump our fists and say the pressure is all on them. Let's go and cause an upset. And then we'll give the old faith chat for this one, because this is going to be a very, very tough game for us back in the Bundesliga. Let's see how it goes. Now, I'm back in the country, in Singapore, with my PC. It'll be on New Year's Day I get back. So there'll be some content, hopefully, that week when we get back. They're lining up in a 3-4-2-1, which is a very interesting shape to use, actually. It's match day 1, so there's not too much to report in terms of where people stand. But we're in our white kit at home with a packed crowd compared to what we had last season. Yeah, we should be making quite a lot of money this year, which I'm very excited about. But we're starting in this attacking mentality. I don't know what settings we've got. Let's lower the speed, because I've probably been playing it at lightning speed. But Delap's in there, Delacroix's in there, Gunnarsson in goal. What can we do with this one? Let's give a bit of encouragement. 15 minutes gone, 0-0, and Leverkusen haven't had a shot yet, which is absolutely lovely, to be honest. 20 minutes gone, absolutely nothing's happening. And for me, back in the Bundesliga, this is fine. This is absolutely fine. We'll give them some more encouragement. Are we going to have the first half back in the Bundesliga with absolutely zero highlights? Xhaka's got a yellow card, standard. 40 minutes gone, 5 minutes to go. We have a highlight, and we've given the ball away to Grimaldo out from left back. Asprilla out to Wirtz, who is such a good player in this game. He gets to a long-range shot, easy for Gunnarsson. Catches it well into his chest, hold on to the ball. And, well, that was a very timid first half. 5 shots for us, 2 for them, 2 on target for us, 1 on target for them, which was that Wirtz effort, that Florian Wirtz effort. I think we're going to say you're doing well, keep going. And then we're just going to give the defence the little, no, you've got the ability to do well. So hopefully we can come out. No changes for them, no changes for us. I would take another boring 0-0, to be honest, in that second half. But if we can nick a goal, see, we're getting into it, but they're not good enough chances to show a highlight, which is a little bit annoying, isn't it? Now we have an hour gone. We have a corner. Doyle to take it. He goes short into Ambrose. Ambrose comes inside. Ambrose, bottom corner. What a goal. What a goal. Oh my God, we're 1-0 up against Bayer Leverkusen in the Bundesliga. It's a pervy corner, but I literally don't care. Ambrose has scored. He's done really well. He's probably one of the people I was thinking about taking off. Curls it round that defender, and Vutsov can't keep it out. And it is 1-0. And we're going to make some changes with that. We're going to get Kayo George on for his debut for Nilsson and Gulo up top. And a 6.7, getting a little bit tired. Ribeiro will be another debut for David Colina as well, as we're going to try and keep the fresh legs going. See what we can do. Let's give them a bit of praise. So we're coming to the 70th minute mark. And we have limited by Leverkusen quite a lot. Gunnarsson goes long up towards, it's flicked on towards Kayo George, who's beaten his first man. He's tackled. Hincape gives it away. Colina cross in, blocked. It's there to Brackelman. Doyle from range hits the top of the netting. I thought Kayo George was going to be in then. I thought it was going to be the moment we wanted, as Florian Wirtz is off injured on the side of the pitch. So Leverkusen currently down to 10. Brackelman comes forward. He manages to battle his way through. Goes back to Dem at right wing back. Zimmer all the way back to Gunnarsson. Looks out towards Dimmer again, but Grimaldo's stolen the ball, and this sort of stinks as a Leverkusen goal. While they're down to 10, Asprilla cuts inside. Down the line, Frimpong cuts it back. Vitek's there. Out it goes to Grimaldo. Wirtz has just teleported back onto the pitch. I don't know if everyone saw that, but it's a great save from Gunnarsson. And I think after this corner, we're going to get some fresh legs on. Zimmer with a good header away. Hoffman back to Asprilla, but nothing happens with that one. Right. Merlin Roll is tired, so Kalemba comes on for him. We need fresh legs in there. Yannick Dem off for Alabakir as well, who's got a comment that he just looks so happy. So I'm glad that we've kept him around for that. And then in midfield, we've got a little bit of tiredness creeping in. I think we may do the goal scorer, Lucas Ambrose, for Markarov, just for the fresh legs. We are beyond the 75-minute mark. I think that's what I'm going to implement the rule as, is that when it gets to 75 minutes, I can start changing a few things about the tactic if we're winning, obviously, because I don't want Leverkusen to get back into this just because we're going full on. I mean, this is a big season. They are getting back into it. So, yeah, they are doing some bits. Let's play for a few more set pieces. I don't think we'll ever change the tempo. I'm happy playing a higher tempo for the whole game. But 4 minutes to go. 1-0 up. We'll go for a bit of time wasting in there as well. Let's go throw it long because he's got a good long throw. I think we'd stick with that for now. 2 minutes to go. Go down to balanced. We have dropped from attacking to balanced. You can shout at me in the comments all you want, but if we get a win on our first return back to the Bundesliga against a big team like Bayer Leverkusen, this is huge. And we have sin out the game for a monumental win back in the Bundesliga. Lucas Ambrose with the goal. Centre-back Breakelman gets man of the match. Gunnarsson 7.7. Tommy Doyle 7.2. Love to see it. Bayer Leverkusen, you have been done by MSV Duisburg. You certainly make the doubters eat the words. Lovely stuff. Love winning. Absolutely love it. We're in. End it. Call it. Stop the count. We're in the Champions League places. If we finish fourth, we would take home a cool 50 million, I think. Something like that, innit? That's what we just looked at. But Muller has some interest as well. 120k. Yeah, sod it. Go on. We don't need you around. Just get out. We're not going to need the money when we're raking it in by finishing in the Champions League spots. Lots of debuts and things like that. We get 18k from the Keffel deal. Lovely. He's played in 50 league games. That'll help a little bit. But yeah, lovely stuff. We sit fourth in the Bundesliga after the first game of the season. That would pocket us 71 million. Oh, yes. And stop the count. Stop the count. That would be absolutely superb. Right, now I don't know if there's going to be another MSV Duisburg video before I go away for Christmas. I actually fly very early tomorrow morning while I'm recording this. But we've got, look at this, we've got Borussia Dortmund and Bayern Munich back to back. That seems a bit painful. So I don't think we'll come back for that. I don't know when we're going to come back for, really. I feel like we should get through this month. So maybe we come back in October for Freiburg and Leipzig and see how we get on in that. So that's only 5 games off camera. So yeah, I think we'll come back for those. But thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts about changing the tempo and the philosophy and stuff after the 75th minute mark, or can I do it at half time? Let me know down below. But yeah, could this be a very good season back in the Bundesliga? I bloody hope so, because that money would be superb. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think about the transfers. Thank you all for the comments, the votes. There's so many suggestions already in for season 5 as well, that we're going to have to do more than the normal amount of votes that we normally do. So yeah, keep your suggestions coming in, and I'll see you in the next one. Merry Christmas. Have a good one. See you soon. Cheers.